So today we're diving into a question a lot of people are quietly asking right now. What's actually better in 2026? Anonymous chat platforms or more curated one-on-one experiences? Specifically, let's talk about Chatiwi and how it compares to Arousr, because on the surface they might seem similar, but the experience they offer is completely different. I'm Stephanie Kay, an independent product tester and reviewer for Arousr, specialising in evaluating user experience, privacy, and authenticity across adult chat platforms. First impressions, instant versus intentional. Let's start with Chatiwi. The biggest appeal? It's instant. No sign up, no profile, no commitment. You just enter a chat room, pick a nickname, and start talking. It's fast, it's anonymous, it's frictionless. And for a lot of people, that feels freeing. In fact, platforms like Chatiwi are built around that exact idea: quick access, anonymous identity, and encrypted conversations that don't require personal information. But that same simplicity comes with a trade-off. Because when everything is anonymous, nothing is anchored or rooted in privacy first. The experience, freedom versus consistency. Here's what that means in practice. On Chatiwi, every interaction starts from zero. You don't know who you're talking to. There's no profile history, no real sense of continuity. And yes, sometimes that creates excitement, but other times it creates inconsistency. Because anonymity doesn't just protect users, it also removes accountability. Now compare that to Arousr. The experience is much more intentional. You're not jumping into random rooms. You're choosing who you talk to the minute you log in. You can browse profiles, find someone who matches your energy, and actually build a conversation over time. It's not a one-and-done model. It's made with the user experience of establishing connection first and building upon that connection, time after time. This leads to more satisfying chats that are deeper than the surface, and that's a key difference. Because instead of starting over every time, you're building something that can continue at your pace. Privacy. Two very different approaches. Now, here's where things get interesting. Both platforms talk about privacy, but they approach it in completely different ways. Chatiwi focuses on anonymity, no account, no personal details, encrypted chats, which sounds ideal, and in many ways it is for a certain user. But relying solely on anonymity can also introduce uncertainty. Because if no one is verified, you don't really know who's on the other side now, do you? If you care about that, then this is going to impact your ability to feel secure when using this platform to chat. Our ideal user already knows that when they feel secure, their chat experience is enhanced. Arousr takes a different route. Instead of total anonymity, it focuses on controlled interaction. You stay private, but the people you're talking to are part of a structured system that's monitored by humans and vetted heavily. That creates a different kind of trust. Less about hiding identity, and more about knowing what kind of experience you're stepping into with people whose identities have already been verified. The human element. And this is where the biggest difference shows up: connection. Because at the end of the day, chat platforms aren't really about sending messages. They're about how those messages make you feel. With anonymous platforms like Chatiwi, you get speed and variety, but the connection, that can be hit or miss. With platforms like Arousr, the experience is designed to feel more personal, more responsive, more emotionally in tune. And that matters, because real interaction, even online, relies on timing, tone, and emotional awareness. And that's much harder to find in fully anonymous environments where you're not able to build rapport with the same people over time. So, which one is better? Honestly, it depends on what you're looking for. If you want something quick, low pressure, and completely anonymous, Chatiwi might feel more effortless. But if you're looking for something more engaging, something where the conversation actually builds, where there's a sense of familiarity, then Arousr offers a very different one-on-one experience that builds over time with their verified chat hosts. Here's my final thoughts. What this comparison really shows is how much expectations have changed. It's no longer just about quick access to chat rooms anymore. It's about experience, about feeling something real, even in a digital space. So the better question isn't just, which platform is better? It's, what kind of interaction are you actually looking for? Thanks for listening, and I'll see you in the next episode.